The face masks have long been an MVP of Hollywood. They add intrigue to the character in a movie, be it The Gladiator, Iron Man, Batman, and of course Darth Vader. Now imagine the same on a sports field. No, not the superheroes. Darth Vader taking on a football team, for instance, would be skewed to say the least. I'm talking of the wounded footballers who've resorted to masks on the field or otherwise. French football captain Kylian Mbappe has revealed what he will wear, of course, during what he's worn during training to protect his broken nose. The Real Madrid player opted for French colours, and that's made me curious of players sporting face masks over the years. It's gone from protective gear to a fashion statement. So who all have worn what? How has it changed over the years, and who wore it the best?
Kylian Mbappe's broken nose caused quite the scare. But it turned to some fun banter on social media very quickly. Especially when Mbappe himself asked about suggestions on what kind of mask he should use. And there were many that popped up, a Ninja Turtle inspired one or a plain Jane one. The superstar that Mbappe is came up with something unique. With questions being raised on just how patriotic he is after turning down a chance to play the Olympics, Mbappe opted for French colours on his face mask. While he's the first to opt for a national flag themed mask, in the past we have seen several other superstars do it, and the hype is real. In football alone, we have seen plenty of players using the mask. The Spanish seem to have sported it brilliantly. Nothing fancy there, just a black mask with their unique designs on it. Fernando Torres wore a mask because of a broken nose against Liverpool in a Europa League campaign. While Torres' mask still looked like a protective gear, Cesc Fabregas' mask in 2015 gave serious Batman vibes. He just needed a robe, and Fabregas could have well been on his way to save the world. And speaking of superheroes, Deadpool's doppelganger could be England's Harry Kane. But unlike some others, Kane was using his for protection after he broke his nose in an FA Cup game in 2016. Chelsea captain John Terry wore a face mask in training while preparing for a Champions League match against Valencia in 2007. This was to protect a fractured cheekbone. But if Harry Kane's mask was to feature in a fashion show, it wouldn't have many takers. Now we come to the big guns. Lebron James wore a mask twice in his career, and the great Kobe Bryant wore it for 11 games. That is quite a long stay for this accessory. And though I will give it to him for sticking to this so long, it still failed to leave the kind of impact that James's mask did. The swagger that came with it had to count for some extra points. Cricketers have refrained from masks. The only time we saw one wearing it was during the Indian Premier League, when cricketer Rishi Dhawan sported a face mask. No marks for ingenuity there, but full marks for bravery, because he was protecting a head injury he had recovered from. The coolest face mask in cricket is Anil Kumble's, of course. It's just a piece of cloth around his face, but bowling with a broken jaw is no joke. So if it came down to this, a finale of sorts for the best mask and who sported it best, it will boil down to Mbappe and Lebron James. Full marks to all the Spanish players, but they would fall short in front of these two, on uniqueness and the coolness factor in pulling it off. And the winner? Why, Mbappe, of course. Being cool, tick. Being unique, tick. And being brave, tick. And of course, making a political statement, double tick.
Time for last serve, leaving you with something inspirational. Ukraine's war veterans have traveled to Germany to cheer on their team at Euros. About 50 Ukrainian war veterans coming into Düsseldorf. Take a look. A first-of-a-kind sports show that's played on a different turf. A first-of-a-kind sports show that will always come up with a winner. Are you looking for perspectives that go beyond the scoreline? Hi, I'm Rupha Ramani, and catch a 360-degree view of the sporting world with me here on First Post in our special Firstpost.
Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global south. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.